All right, that's Mike, that's Mike, that's Mike. Good morning, everyone. It's July 16, 2024, 9:22 in the morning, and right now we're just looking at what SPY is doing. So SPY, looking at the daily, is an inside bar. We are currently at 562.74. Pre-market low is at 560.55. That's Mike, that's Mike, that's Mike. All right, so let's see here. 560.55 is the pre-market low with a pre-market high of 562.81. So $2 move there, but we are inside of yesterday's price action. Next one is we're looking at Tesla. There's not a lot of gappers today for our gap up and for our gap down. The one that's most active is Tesla, Apple, GME, Nvidia, Shopify is also active. So same old suspects. AMD, we're going to be watching as well. So for Tesla, Tesla is an inside bar as well. So given that it's an inside bar, expect a range kind of day. So 254 to 257 for Tesla, and that's the level there. Apple is another inside bar here. Yesterday was an all-time high, but now it is an inside bar. So pre-market low 234 with a pre-market high of that week right there 236. Next one is GME. GME spread here is 0.03, not too bad, but highly manipulated stock. So had a couple of moves here back in May, and now it is just consolidating, but it is up by 3.5%. So given that we are not watching a lot of stocks and there's nothing really much going on, we will be watching GME. Pre-market low is at 26.91 with a pre-market high of 28.28. Nvidia here is an inside bar. Nvidia, the highest one that it went to was 140.5. I believe this movement right here was after they had a stock split. So now consolidating and hovering around 128.48. Pre-market low is at 127.61 with a pre-market high of 129. So $2 move there for Nvidia. Shopify is one of the most active ones. This is not a low float stock. It is a float of 1.2 billion. Right now, we are still missing volume here. Volume here is less than 500,000, so less than 500,000. We still need to have more for this one to keep going. Yesterday, let's see, had 6.9 million volume. The day before, 7. So for this to have a significant move, we have to have enough volume. That is close to 6 million. Shopify, this is not high of, this is an inside bar from weekly. So if you go to a higher time frame, that will be an inside bar. But the daily is a breakaway play. So it is scupping up from yesterday's close, 64. It's now up by 67, so around $3. So up by $3.19, 5% up. We are still missing volume, so we will be waiting for that volume. Right now at the pre-market, it is already having that pullback once it reached that 67. The 67 that it reached was, that significant level. 67 had been touched 2 times already. This one was back in June 14 and the other one was back in July 5th. So very strong resistance there. This one thought process here is it can either shoot up or fill the gap. So those are the two things that we have to consider with this. I'm gonna make sure we are good. All right, so that's Shopify. Next one, Rivian. Rivian, we were able to capture a very nice swing trade here when we entered, and Friday we closed our position at 18.5. So yesterday had a first pullback. I'm waiting for Rivian to have another pullback, at least to a 15 level, so I can swing that and ride it again. But right now, I won't be surprised if Rivian just have that consolidation because it had been running for at least 2 weeks. So pre-market low here is at 17.47. Pre-market high is 17.78. We're talking about less than almost 50 cents move there, so that's not a lot. So 3 minutes and the market is about to open. All right, and AMD here. AMD is looking weak for me. AMD at the higher time frame, daily, it had reached that high at 187.28. Now this is not the all-time high for AMD because all-time high at AMD was 227. So we had a couple of wick there. So that wick is just showing that it is developing a very strong resistance. So 187.22 is the high of those wick. We are at an inside bar. So pre-market low here is 179 and 180 is the pre-market high. Now we have to be very careful with AMD. I have seen AMD can be very challenging just because once it reaches a support, so next support here, you have a wick right there at 178, and then next there is the wick right here. So you have a bunch of support here. Now, will AMD break that support or have that as a bouncing area? We don't know. So we're just going to be trading based off of price action as well as the reading the level 2 and the tape. But yeah, AMD had done that in the past where it looks like it's going to break the support, where it just respected the support. So we have to be careful with that. PLTR is down by 1.4% or 39 cents. It's an inside bar. Pre-market low, huge drop there, pre-market. So pre-market high is at 29 with a pre-market low 27, huge drop right here. Let's see if they had news. Volunteer, this is as of the 15th. So this one was yesterday. So no latest news with PLTR, but what we can see is a huge drop here at the pre-market. So 2 seconds, and here we go. The one that I like the most is Shopify. Shopify is the most gap up that we can see. So Shopify right now at the 5 minutes is just at the VWAP. I wouldn't be trading for the first 2 to 5 minutes. Let's see what the market is going to give us. Again, for Shopify, we're waiting for more volume to come before we even get to trade that one. So Rivian now, it is heading to that area, that support. So Rivian is doing an opening range breakout, but the thing that's lacking in Rivian is it's just less than 1 million shares. So we need more shares for Rivian to do a significant move. Shopify here, so Shopify is just playing around the VWAP. How's our, wow. So this one, spread is not too bad, 0.04. There's no current news for Shopify. Wow. Shopify just created an opening range breakout. Let's see Amazon in up by 1.7%, has good volume, pre-market low here with a pre-market high, also creating an opening range breakout. All right, what's our Shopify doing? All right, Shopify, next resistance here. Okay, resistance here. This one already broke that resistance, 68. Now, I won't recommend shorting this one, too early to short, but that is a very significant level right there. That resistance that we place, because that's the high of this candlestick. At the same time, that is the low of this wick right here. So we are encountering a very strong resistance at 68.28. All right, AMD, we were short bias with AMD here. Yeah, so still on that support. Roku. Wow, Roku just break that strong resistance, 63.71. But Roku does not have enough volume. So that's not even tradable. BLTR, CRM, Shopify is still having that strong resistance right there. So Shopify now still has a lot of orders sitting at the ask. So that is very bullish still. So yeah, just because it's a gap up, there is a higher probability that this is gonna have that continuous play to the upside, which is what it's doing now. Wow, Nvidia, very interesting here, strong wick. You don't want to trade Nvidia here. Look at this very wicky stock. AMD here. AMD looks like it had found a support, but I'm still short bias in AMD though. So no trades yet. BABA, very weak looking. Pre-market low, pre-market high. And what's our AMD doing? Yes, Shopify is just strong here. So when is Shopify gonna have a pullback? Anytime, or it can just have that continuous play. The good play here is the opening range breakout. AMD. Look at this Rivian. Big rejection at 18. Big rejection at 18 and still a bunch of orders right here. GME is really strong as well with a gap up of 5.2. Yeah, so this one, that's the reason why I did not trust that EMD had found the support, because the 5 minutes is still looking weak. What is Microsoft doing? Microsoft also in an inside bar, not a lot of volume. Pre-market low, pre-market high. Some earnings play here. BAC is this all-time high. All-time high. Okay, pre-market low. pre-market high. Shopify, very strong. Tesla here, I will be short bias if Tesla is below that 252. This one can just go either direction as well. I don't like that the wick is so long that you would have to risk a lot to make a decent money. Rivian 17.9 could have been a good short. Apple rejection. SPY inside bar. Rivian here. What was that level? Rivian 18.06. Ah, that could have been a good short. AMD. I'm just short bias AMD. I don't trust this. Nvidia is just so wicky. Rivian is still, it's gonna break that support. Look at that huge wick, 1 minute. Interesting. So the challenging thing here is the 1 minute or the 1 day looks like it has still room to test this support. 1 minute lower time frame looks like it can create a 9 EMA. When you have not having a harmonious chart, makes your probability lower. So just it's either you just skip that trade. Wow. Bank of America. Shopify. All right, Shopify here. Volume bar dying. Potential for a short. Filling the gap. Let's see. Yeah, just too early for a short, for a gap up. But the 5 minutes looking weak though. Let's see. I will be short bias if we break this level, 68.24. So 68.24. Although that is a VWAP, hand is on the trigger. If we see a print of 68.24, we will short this one. 20. So 27. Okay, starting a small position to the short. Added to my position to the short, Shopify. So we're short Shopify here. We just lost that VWAP. Okay, added to my position. Average cost here, 68.04, not the best. All right. So we are below the VWAP here. This can just go either direction still. We just encountered that very strong resistance. That's why we shorted it. Okay, added to that position to the short. I don't like that there's no follow through. What is SPY doing? SPY is creating a new high of the day. 97. So average cost here 67.97. This is a moving average here that can just bounce from there as well. $68.07 is the average cost. Waiting for a break of this support. So average cost, just because we created a new, a big order here, is 68.07. Added to that, we just broke that support. All right, we are now at that strong resistance. That's the high of the pre-market. That is a strong support as well right there. We are at 9 EMA. We are below the moving average. Added to that position to the short. Waiting for a more to break that support. Come on. Five minutes. Okay, so first red candlestick here in 5 minutes. Not breaking. So the one that triggered us to short this one was when we're pushing up. Look at the volume bar. Volume bar was dying when we're pushing up. And that's saying that the momentum for this to go higher is dying. That's why we started to short it. SPY is in the VWAP. This can just go either direction as well. So hand is on the trigger. This is our entry, 68.07. Wow, that's a huge spike there. 68.07. Another rejection there at 68. Okay, rejection again. Every time, oh boy, that was big rejection there. 68, 01, 02, 03, 68 there. 67, big rejection. Orders filling up at the bid. Okay, that one, yeah, no edge there. It just keeps on. We can always just re-enter that. So went out. See here. Okay, we're testing that level. Volume bar dying again. So thinking of, let's see, 68, rejection there again. Hand is on the trigger, reshorting this. 68.24, 27, still pushing higher. 29. See our 5 minutes. All right, let's see if this is the next level. Here is here. 68.34, 37. Volume bar is dying. 335. 68.40 acted as a strong resistance there. Volume bar is dying. Entered short Shopify, so just re-entered short there. Stop lost here. 68.5. $68.45. This is gonna pop to 45 if this order is not canceled. $68.40. Big wall at 45. So let's see here with that re-entry. 68.29. That is the average cost. Stop loss here 50. 55. Rejection there again. 55. Let's see, 46 now. Prince of 46. Bunch of 46 here. 55. 53. Okay, reds. $68.60. Our stop loss is at 60. 50s. Rejection again at 60. Wow, this is very... I don't like the price action here. Very weaky. $50s. $60s. We're at the $50s. $50s, $40s. Bunch of $50s, $40s at the prints. 40s now printing. The one that's at the ask was... Wow, this is just very weaky. I don't like this price action here. $40s prints. I see that. So what I'm looking at here is the print right here, 45. 40s. Heading to that short position. All right, it still is very tough here. 40s. Oh boy, we're back. So this can still just go either direction. Still can go either direction here. 68.40 is the tape. Although there are some bunch of orders at the ask, but I saw those orders earlier got canceled. So 29, that is still the average cost. 36. Let's see the 5 minutes. 5 minutes here. Actually, the 5 minutes still looking strong. Same thing when we're pushing up, volume bar is depleting. But here, when we're pushing down, volume bar is depleting as well. So we can just go into a bunch of consolidation here. Waiting for that 9 EMA to be broken. 68.37, waiting for that 68.29 to be broken. Oof. Bouncing that support again. On, waiting for that 9 EMA to be broken. $68.29 acted as a support. Stop loss here, 68.70. 68.35, 46. Look at this volume bar right here. We're missing volume, so there's no follow through. Wow. With this kind of stock, you need to have a small position, at least give it some room to move, because it's just so wicky. We're talking about 20 cents move, 30 cents move in just that consolidation. But look at this volume bar here, 110. $68.20 order is there. Five minutes is an inside bar. We're testing that 50s. Big order, it's 68.70 here. $68.50 rejection. Looking at the 5 minutes, 68.5 created a strong resistance there. About to break that support, 68.29. Yes. Come on. We're at the view up. Look at that. It just went 68.16, 68.30. 15 cents. Come on. We need more. All right. Okay. Now we're talking. Okay, good. We had a good entry here. Yes. Whew, this is what we're talking about. Come on. More. 68, 90. All right, now this one is broken. Trend is broken. Okay. We are below the VWAP again. 68. We are seeing some price, more volume at the bid, which is bearish. All right, so support, next support here is this level, 67.79. All right, yes. All right. Oh, come on. All right, some profit takers there. Totally fine. There's still some build up at the bid. Oh, look at that choppiness. Look at that movement. Like 20 moves, 20 cents. Wow. This is like very, very nasty move. So let's say someone is trading the VWAP, shorted it here. It's now retesting the VWAP again. So yeah, since our entry is 68.29 right here. Wow. It's just crazy how this stock moves. That just moved 30 cents. Crazy. That was a crazy move. All right, let's see if there's any other. AMD at least is dropping. Oh my gosh. Nvidia. Wow. AMD. Could have been an easier trade. Shopify is giving us a hard time. So Shopify back in VWAP at the 5 minutes. Someone is holding it. I'm waiting for Shopify to retest this support, 67.81, if it gets there. Nvidia, what's happening with Nvidia? Wow, that's a move of 128 to 125, $3 move. Tesla is encountering a nice support. Oh boy, hold on, let's go back here. Yeah, this one is highly manipulated. Look at this. All right, here's what I can see here. Volume bar is medium size, big candlestick. SPY having a pullback as well. What's interesting stock? Apple pullback, Tesla pullback, breaking the support. Rivian, nothing interesting in Rivian. Baba having a little bit of a pullback now. Nvidia, interesting support at the 5 minutes S4 and support right here, but this one still has room to go. BAC very strong, and Shopify. All right, so this is the anomaly right here. You have small or medium-sized volume bar, but look at how big this candlestick is. So market makers are making you think that this still has some room to go up when there's no volume bar to support it. So I'm waiting for 67.79 to be broken. Yes. Oh boy. All right, let's take some profits there. All right, 67.68. Waiting for a bigger move here. So now we broke that support. Support there was broken. Perfect. Take some partial again. 755. Now the bunch of bids are lining up. Here we go. Bunch of bids here. All right, let's see. What is that? 67.45 is the support that we're trying to break off. Where is that level? We are below that moving average. Still a bunch of orders here. Wow. $781, 84, 80s, 83. Took some partial. Whatever is left, we just put it under our entry, lowering down. Wow, Nvidia here, look at this. So AMD, this is why I was short biased initially at AMD, because of that. That's amazing. Waiting for Shopify. Just partialing here. This is gonna break that support again. That could have been a good place to add. Apple went to S3. What else? Microsoft. Rivian, perfect. I want Rivian to have a pullback to 15. Shopify broke that support again. perfect. All right. Next support here is this. So now this is the potential for filling the gap. There's a bunch of orders still at the bid, so very bearish. Next support there, 67.26. Wow, and we're falling like a rock. All right. Whoa. Oh my gosh. Next support, we're talking about 66. Wow, that is a moving average there. So someone will try to defend that. 27.20. Wow, we're still dropping. Lower it down. Come on, 25. $31. Waiting for that to be broken. 30, 29, 25. This is gonna be broken. Oh my gosh, Rivian as well. It's dropping. That's awesome. All right, let's go. Gonna break this support, 67. Next support here, all the way to 66. Come on. Shoot. Bouncing. What is this? 67.35. There's still a bunch of orders at the bid. All right. This one looking a bit overextended. So looking for the next trade. Next trade. Let's give it some room. Rivian 17.30. Rivian, I'm waiting for this to go to 17. What else? The one that has the most pullback is Nvidia. Nvidia here. This one still has a room to go down. Yeah, why not? 129 to 124. $5 move. Next support there, 124.40. Or Shopify here. Very close to getting stop out. All right, Nvidia potential for a bounce here. All right, so went long Nvidia. Let's see, added to my position. So now we have Nvidia long, I mean. Okay, added to my Nvidia to the long. Added long to Nvidia. So next resistance there, 125. With the big order that we got initially, our position here is 125.20. 125.29. Can put it in my line. Okay, good. What else is bouncing? Nvidia still bouncing here. PLTR bouncing as well. Rivian bouncing from S3. Okay, bounce from. Let's turn off now. Waiting for that. SPY also is just under consolidation here, but it's above the 9 EMA. Close to. Come on. Bunch of orders sitting at the ask now with Nvidia. 24. Oof. So a bunch of profit takers sitting right there at so 125.30. Yeah, profit takers came at 125 at that 9 EMA. Oof. $125.26. Okay. 9 EMA was defended. So entry here, 125.29. Resistance was encountered. That one was the low of the wick. But what is it? SPY doing? Consolidating. There's still a bunch of bid right here, so expect some consolidation to happen here. Oof, that was a rejection. SPY just consolidating. 5-minute high for Nvidia. So this one still has looking for Nvidia to break that 125.78. Rejection again. AMD as well is good for a long. There's a bunch of orders sitting here at the ask now. So 5 minutes. Oof, rejection again. SPY is just consolidating. One minute still is struggling here. Okay, retesting that support. $125.01, stop loss there. So that support was tested 1, 2, 3, 3 times. So that support will be our stop loss. So that one was defended. SPY having a pullback still. That's a big volume bar that came through. big volume bar here. 5 minutes, solid trade. All right, now we have build-up of ask here. 125.78 is the strong resistance. And yeah, we're building a bunch of ask here. What's Shopify doing now? So Shopify, we were able to ride it all the way down here. And then Nvidia, we waited for the confirmation. So we got the hammer, we rode it up. Not the cleanest move, but we're still there. Look at AMD, that was a nasty one. You have a doji, so this is like a setup for, let's see, this is could have been the entry. Stop loss is here, but look at this nasty wick here. So if your stop loss is here, you could have stop out. All right, Nvidia, yes. All right, we are now above that resistance. So now that resistance turned into a support, but look at the build up here. That's 125.95. Don't break that. Come on, have that as a support. But yeah, there's a bunch of orders here. Okay, doesn't hurt too. Partial. So partial there. All right, good. What's the next resistance here? S4 is there. SPY is bouncing up as well. Perfect. 126, excellent. Oof. All right, we have 1 minute before the next 5 minutes. SPY bouncing a little bit, so that's gonna help, but look at the AB. Yes. Excellent. Oh my gosh. 5 minutes. Let's go. 5 minutes. Look at the push. Look at that push. This is so much cleaner move than Shopify. But Shopify, we were able to make money out of that. Perfect. This is just excellent. Okay. Oh boy. So what's that? 42. Stop is, oh my gosh. Okay, went out. Do I have 10% more? Okay. All right, next, Shopify pushes up. What else is the one that's not bounced yet? AMD. AMD is getting interesting. I just don't like the daily on AMD. Daily on AMD is looking weak. That's the thing. Unlike the daily in Nvidia, it had been on that lower low for a while, so it could have been a potential for a bounce. CRM here, not a lot of volume. Microsoft, daily week. All right, for this one, let's shift it up on a higher time frame. 15 minutes actually looking good. Daily. If this one respects that support 175.12, then yeah, we can ride this one up. 175.32. Support there is 12. 175.12. All right, entering long. All right, so I entered long AMD here. Let's look at the higher time frame, because that support was holding. So 10:30. 175.33. 175.33 is the entry there. Where is our stop loss? Next support 174.87. That was a big pullback. Thing that I don't like about here is the volume bar is not there. So expect some consolidation to happen. What is SPY doing? SPY is just hovering at 562. Nvidia had a pullback. Come on, did not fill me. Okay, so 175.39 is my average cost here. Let me set 10:30, 11, 12. I do have a meeting at 12, so I'm gonna have to end this one before then. 10:26. What is our 5 minutes looking here? SPY is just under consolidation. Shopify pushing higher. Nvidia having another rejection there. Oh boy. Come on. This has to defend. And it did not. So our stop loss here is at 85. That can also be where the stop loss is. There is a support here at 19. Wow, That's a big rejection. All right, SPY pushing higher. Whew. Dang. Nvidia as well is pushing higher. That pullback to 125.4 could have been a good re-entry to the long for Nvidia, but we just move on and look for AMD trade. All right, SPY 1 minute pushing higher. All right. Yeah, that one was all right, 176. Come on. What I don't like is there's not a lot of volume to support that move, but SPY is pushing higher. So that means this can just have a rejection as well. We need a lot of volume for that move to be supported. But 5 minute candlestick is gonna happen in the next 30 seconds. Look at that. Just because there's no volume bar to support it. So although this is a big candlestick, volume bar is not there. 20 seconds, we'll have, oh my gosh. Oof. Okay. Higher time frame, 15 minutes. This is, yeah, a doji, signs of indecision. Just because we have been moving big candlestick to the downside, this signs of indecision could be a sign as well of reaching a support, and that's what we're waiting for AMD to break that level 7611, because that is the strong resistance there. 10:30. And the rejection. Alright, SPY. Alright, perfect. Come on, 611. Come on, 611. Perfect. Alright, that resistance is now acting as a support. 15 minutes looking good. Oh boy. Come on. SPY. Okay, now we have a build-up of ask. Yes. Alright. Moving average here will be a resistance. 5 minutes. Oh my gosh, I have like so much line here. Oh, come on. Moving average there. Come on. Okay, that's the average entry. We're just moving it now. Wow, Nvidia pushing higher. So that looks great because we are in the same sector as Nvidia. Come on. SPY at the VWAP. Okay. Up by $1.39. We are now at that resistance, acting as a resistance support. 1676.30 is there. Looking at the tape here. Oh, come on. All right. This is taking a longer time. This support needs to be supported. Back to that resistance. Once we broke that resistance, then we're up to the races here. 2 more minutes. Let's go. 76.11, 76.10. Yeah, someone is holding this one at 11.08. SPY consolidating at the VWAP. Come on. Rejection at 76.11. Nvidia consolidating. 13.11. I'm seeing prints of 0.13 now, 16. All right. "20 seconds before the decision for the 5 minutes. 18. All right. Perfect. All right, 5 seconds for the next 5 minutes candlestick. 07, 06. Oh, come on. We're still below that resistance. Oh, come on. SPY had a rejection at the VWAP. No wonder. No. Where is my stop loss now? Oh, 61. All right. All right. Okay. SPY pullback. All right. Oh my gosh. We entered here at that pullback. So 75.61 now is the cost. So 61. Let's delete some here. So entry is at 61. Stop loss there is the support 30 to 4. So 30 cents. Baba, Nvidia is still higher high. I could have add. And all right, I did not get to add more. So, all right, now we pass through that moving average. Excellent, finally. just set the alarm for that meeting for at 12. So 11:55. 11:45. All right, meeting at 12. So yeah, we'll end this short or end this. Ooh, look at SPY. SPY push higher than the VWAP. So excellent. So that's the reason why we re-entered here to the long. We took we took profit here because it stopped us out, but that one was the entry at 175.33. Stop out 175.61. So we're still made around 30 cents, and the move is still there. Just because looking at the 15 minutes, thesis is still intact. It's a reversal play, so I re-entered. So now it's really looking good. Wow, look at SPY. Shop, I mean. So shop, we were able to make money of this short, but look at how the 9 EMA play happened here. You have the 9 EMA, it respected the 9 EMA, acted as a support, and then 67, and then 68. It's amazing. Wow. I'll be interested in, well, Shopify now proved that it has a juice to go up, that it is strong. So even if it tested, let's say, the high of the day, I would be very careful to short that one, because this one is just a micro move. All right, SPY, look at this. We are so strong. SPY just went above the VWAP. It's still an inside bar. Will it test the all-time high, 564? We don't know. All we know is we entered a good trade at AMD, and AMD is looking strong. Well, based from our entry is 175.62, and 5 minutes is looking strong. Okay, we are above the moving average here. All right, upside now. All right, we're approaching VWAP. Next resistance here, which is already 176.72. That was the high of this candlestick, the low of this candlestick. Let's look at the volume bar. SPY about to create high of the day. So that's gonna help this trade. Now, the resistance that we're trying to break off of is that 176.72. So now, minutes just so we can put our stop loss. It's 40. So we're risking 35. We're not risking 35 cents, but the entry is here, 61. So we're still making money if we get stop out here. But this one still has a potential to move higher because SPY just created high of the day. So SPY created a double top. Wow, look at NVIDIA here. We got stop out, but look at the move. best time to be a trader. We are at that VWAP now. We are above 176.80. Trailer stop. All right, SPY creating a double top that can serve as a pullback. And AMD here. Let's go. Next resistance. It's a lot of red there. Next resistance here, 177. All right. What does the daily look like? Yeah, the daily, they just needed to defend it because it looks so weak, and yeah. All right, we're heading to 177. Look at this one. We are going to be punching 177 here. And there's a bunch of orders above 177. Wow, look at this. So we have 2 minutes. Whoa, that's expected. $88. 2 minutes before the next 5 minutes. SPY having a pullback now because we created a double top. All right, 70. Dang. Come on. Okay. Still is a good trade there. Next 10:44. I have 30 minutes. Oh my gosh. Shopify. All right, Shopify here created that 68.82. But the volume bar is there. This can just create a new high of the day. Very risky to short it. Where do you put your stop loss? 68.78. Oh my gosh. I entered short, hitting my hot key, and it already moved so much. So that wasn't the best entry. I'm waiting for a little bit of a bounce. Okay, added to my position. I was shorting it. I looked down, so that's why even milliseconds can affect your trade. I looked down to see my hotkeys, and it already had that move down. So tight stop loss here, 68.50. Did not get the best entry here. I was trying to put 68.50 as my entry. So I have okay, 68.40 is there, so this is gonna pop to 40. 39, 39, 41. There you go, there's the pop there. Was expected. Okay, added to my short. Oof, I could have added more. Let's see if it's gonna pop to 68.50. All right, added to my short, 68.33. Not the best. $64 stop lost. Volume bar dying. 64. Wow, that was a huge surge of buyers. $64. Okay, rejection there, 82. This can just create a new high of the day. $82 stop loss. $78, $69, $72. Rejection there at 82. $68. There will be a lot of stop loss here in 87. It's the high of the day. This is gonna punch to 81. High of the day is 89. Volume bar is pushing up when we are heading there. So have to be very careful with this. Time is at 10:50. Baba looks like a good short. SPY created a new high of the day. This can just go either direction as well. So I don't like that it's not breaking the support. And it's not breaking the support quickly. $66, $64. Alright, this is the thing that I don't like. Volume bar is dying when we're pushing down. So if this support is not broken, then higher probability that this is gonna push higher. 67, 68. 70s. Just consolidating here. All right, SPY has a inverted hammer. I'm waiting for SPY to have a pullback as well. Into this can just go either direction here. The longer it takes for the support not to be broken, the higher the probability that it will create a new high of the day. 68.89 is the high of the day here. AMD pulling back. There is a bunch of bid or ask sitting at 90s. High of the day, created a new one. Alright, so that is the new high of the day. But if there were a lot of, we're waiting for a spike up there that is double top. This is a good place to reshort. Although there is some 69 at the ask. Time is at 10:11. Rejection at the double top. Reshorting. Waiting for that resistance or that support to be broken. Not a lot of volume bar with that pullback. What else is there? Rivian moving. Nvidia with a pullback for 125.52 could be. Alright, SPY also created a double top and now having a pullback. Same thing with Shop. Shop created a double top and now having a pullback. BIC pulling back. GME. Wow, AMD here. Good re-entry to the long, 75.59. We tested that support. Alright, back here. I don't like that higher time frame, 5 minutes, having that wick at the bottom. That means sellers are being encountered by buyers. $68.81, looking at my tape right here. AMD, good long now. Alright, let's see. This is pushing up again. This is gonna go to 69 if that order is not canceled, the one by the ask. Let's look at higher time frame here. Strong resistance there. Okay, 10 seconds before our 5-minute candlestick forms. Created a new high. Rejection 68.82.91. Bunch of orders at the ask at 69. $95. Created a new high. Okay, 69. Wow, that was the move. $30. Very close to getting stop out. BIC. Potential for a short here. 15 minutes. Shorting BAC. $44.01 average cost. Stop loss here, high of the day, 44.24. Is this all-time high? No. All-time high is 50.15. So with SHOP, we were able to capture this move, but have to take a loss here. So that's yeah, part of trading. BAC here looking good though. So I'll be right back. BAC short here looking good. The 5 minutes just broke that support. Okay, take some partial. All right, perfect. All right. It was a very tight stop loss. Okay. So meeting happens in 50 seconds or 50 minutes. Wow. Nvidia already took off. AMD, if this retested 175, it would be a good long bet. CRM 1.069, volume float is 943, not a low float. Daily looks, it's just consolidating, but the reason why I pulled this one up is this is the triple top. So 1, 2, 3. Let's see the pre-market. The thing that I don't see here and don't like is the tape. It's not printing as quick. So BAC, we were able to capture that moved. Maybe in here. Tesla having a pullback. Okay, let's look at CRM here. 253, 55. Usually, typically, the volume here is 4 million. Today it's just 1.4. So not a lot of volume. Again, another rejection here, 85. CRM. It's just a huge spread. Alright, AMD. What I'm looking for with AMD is a retest of 175.62. If it has a pullback at 62, 175.62, then I can long this. CRM looking weak. Sharp. Shorting Sharp. We're shorting this. Alright, so high of the day is 69.62. Entry here is 69.21. So yeah, we shorted Sharp. $69, average cost $69.30. Sorted it. What is that? 69.65 was the high of. Okay, let's clear some lines here. All right, so 69.65, what is that? Okay. So we re-entered short Sharp. All right, I have 30 minutes. Look at CRM here. We're looking at the double top or triple top, and sure enough, it has that rejection. But the tape and level 2 were just not printing as quick compared to the other stacks that we were trading. That's why, and the volume is not there. It's 1.2, but a regular trading day is 3.6 million. So still lacking volume. BAC stop us out, but it's still heading lower. This can still go either direction. All right, let's just prepare for the meeting. So 15 minutes, looking strong. Rejection at 69.65. 5 minutes was our entry to the short. This one was a false breakdown. Let's see if this one is still a false breakdown. So good. So 5 minutes lower low, lower high, which is good. Waiting for bigger move. Moving average is the next support here, 68.9. Arabian 17.4. END encountered, not yet. 175.34 is a place to do long at END, but we have to consider as well the time. It's 11:20. At this point, there will be a lot of fake outs. A lot of traders are done trading for the day, so there might not be any more follow through. $69 acting as a support. Could this be another fake out? 69.30. The thing that I don't like here is, yeah, we're heading to a choppy market, choppy time, as well as the volume bar is dying. So we are encountering that consolidation time. Just waiting for the move, and while waiting for the move, just preparing for my meeting at 12. Waiting for 69 to be broken. That bounce. Waiting to break that 69. We do have a bunch of orders sitting at the bid, so very bearish. Wow, look at this power of support and resistance. Triple top and then rejection. All right, waiting for that to be broken. I'll be right back. All right, perfect. Support 11:30. Come on. Support there 68.94. All right, perfect. Next support there, higher time frame 68.84. Let's go. Oh, it already went there. There are some 68.60s. So while waiting for that to happen, I just want to share this one. This is what I'm reading now. It's actually highly recommended. Millionaire Real Estate Investor. For those traders who doesn't know where to put their profits, invest in real estate. 68.82. Come on, let's go. Now the bid and the ask, there's more bid now than the ask. So I'm waiting for a bigger drop. Let's go. 85, so I'm looking at the tape. 88, 87. All right, 83, 84. We are dropping like a rock. Let's go. All right. Next resistance or next support. This one. After that, then this. Time is set 11:30. Let's go. 92, 91. So 15 minutes, it is the first right candlestick. We have 2 more minutes before the decision. Come on. $93. Someone is defending 68.80. That is the low of this candlestick. All right, 1 minute. This is our entry here. Oops, not that one. 68, 69.30. 30 is our entry. 20 seconds. Launch a bunch of bids still. All right, 15 minutes. Looking weak. 5 minutes as well. Waiting for another drop. In the 5 minutes, we are below that moving average. What else here, Baba? Oh, AMD touched the level that I was waiting for it to do. AMD here, 75.34. If it's not 11:30, I could have ride this one to the long. And my capital is tied at shop right now, Shopify. But If it's like around 10, I could have ride this one to the long. There will be just a lot of nonsense, a lot of consolidation that's gonna happen now. So unless you have a very good entry with like Shopify, then yeah, you should not be opening any trades at this point. All right, wow, dropping like a rock, 68.64. So that's a strong support there. That is the high of this wick, 68.62. There is 68.35 here, 24. We are dropping like a rock. Took some partial. Still has potential for this to go to the VWAP. Next support, 68.45. 68.64. The tape that I'm looking at only is printing red. So now lowering down my stop loss, lower than my break even. $60, 63, 62, 60s. All right, dropping here. Next support, 68.45. Wow, BAC is still pulling back. 60s, 61. All right, 60s. I don't like this. So now my stop loss 75. So 10 cents away. So now we are starting to have, wow, that's a rejection there. Support 68.56. $59.58. Let's go. 11.34. Oh wait. 65 being defended. Very close to getting stop out. $72. Okay, 3 candlestick. Green candlestick here. Volume bar is dying. Look at this one. Momentum is dying when we're pushing up. But I have a tight stop loss here. $69 is the high of this, and that would be tested. Come on. All right, stop me out, but not bad. AMT. The AMT is dropping like a rock. BAC, we shorted this one, got stop out, but look at this one. Alright, so we'll call it a day. I have a meeting in 15 minutes or at 12. So yeah, let's Alright, so let's call it a day. Although there's still a lot of movements here. Oh boy, this is what I was talking about. It stopped me out. And look at this. Okay, you cannot get all the money. So call it a day. Oof. Stop me out and then still move 70, 46, and this is gonna still head lower. 30 cents move there. Scanning, what else is there? I'm waiting for Rivian to give me a pullback to at least, I know it doesn't look that it's gonna go there, but if it pulls back at around 15, I will re-enter this one to the long for my swing position long term. But right now there's no edge in trying to do a long there. All right, so yeah, let's do a recap. So let's see here. All right, so good morning everyone. It's 11:38, July 16, 2024, and I'm here to do a market recap. So we traded 4 stocks today. We traded AMD, BAC, Nvidia, and Shopify. The first thing that we traded was, I believe, Shop, and then Nvidia, not the one, BAC. All right, so let's do it in order. So Shopify is the first trade that we did. What I saw with Shopify is, let's just look at the market first. All right, SPY is an inside bar. So right now it is inside yesterday's daily candlestick. So with that, you have to put it in perspective, as well as take into consideration that today can be a range bound kind of day. So what I saw, and immediately this is the one that caught my attention. So Shopify is the one that has the most gap up among our stocks that we were watching. We were watching a couple of stocks, but among those stocks, Shopify is the one that has the most gap up. So I did delete my pre-market low here. So pre-market low, I know it's not as clear, but pre-market low is at 64.22. Let me just change this one to a blue one so it's not confusing. All right, so pre-market low 64 with a pre-market high of right there. I was just putting in those levels since I have a couple of entry with Shop, and every time I put an entry, rather than keep going back and forth looking at my PNL or looking at my average cost, I just put the level of my entry. All right, so Shopify at the open, it created a opening range breakout. So it went all the way to 68.87. How it looks like in a 5 minutes is this. All right, so 5 minutes, Shopify. This doesn't look, all right, there you go. So 5 minutes, although it's rare for me to short a stock when it is a gap up and you reverse your strategy to a gut feel. But what I saw with SPY is looking at yesterday 64.26, and then today it opened at 67.26. So around $3 move. Why did I have to short that? Because I saw the levels. Levels are, you have pre-market high right here, but look at where that pre-market high is heading. Pre-market high is also this candlestick high back in July, and this candlestick, although it's just a zone, this candlestick high back in June. So that gives me an impression that this stock is encountering a very strong resistance. Then, based on the daily, I look at a lower time frame, which is a 5 minutes. 5 minutes, we have an inverted hammer. So that inverted hammer gives me an edge of where my entry is, which is, just get my pen, where my entry is, of course it's just moved, which is just below that inverted hammer, and stop loss is the high of the day. So that's what I did. I entered here, short, added to my position, and I was able to capture a very small move there. I know it doesn't show in the 5 minutes, but if we look at the 1 minute, all right, the 1 minute looks like this. So entered short, but the setup is at 5 minutes, added to my position, and then I got stop out, so break even at the VWAP. And then what I saw was there is a potential still for a short. So reshorted, added to my position, and was able to capture that drop. I was able to add to this position because I have a valid stop loss. Valid stop loss is the high of the day. I saw that there were a bunch of consolidation. The thing that triggered me to enter short here is volume price analysis. You were shooting up, you were pushing up, but the volume bar is dying. So every time it pushed up, volume bar is not supporting it. So, okay, momentum for this to push higher is dying. So that's where I shorted it, but it's not ready yet. But since I have a big position here, I have to make sure that my capital is not too much for me to be able to absorb if it goes the other way. So I got stop out, re-entered short here, and at that time I was able to capture this drop. So was able to capture the drop, but I did have to give some of my profit because, okay, partial here, partial, and partial all the way down here. But now when we look at the 5 minutes here, I re-entered to the short, and re-entry to the short at the next, so this is the first trade, second trade is this, so first trade was break even, second trade was a green, third trade I have to give back my profit here. So that one was the sad part. But when I saw that in the 5 minutes, we are now ready for a pullback. Your 15 minutes has this big wick. I re-entered short here. You see how much of a position I took. So that re-entry here, and I was able to ride it all the way from, so around 69.5 all the way to 68.5. So that's a dollar move. So I was able to turn that trade into a green trade. So that gave me 316. So break even at first, short was a green trade, short red trade, but was able to come out green there because I was able to capture that $1 move. So overall, SHOP was a green trade, but it was a bit challenging. Now, easy trade here was AMD. So AMD here, okay, almost close to my meeting. So AMD here, what I saw was a huge drop at the open. You have 179 all the way to 174, a drop of $5. Nvidia also has that drop, 129 all the way to 124. So AMD, when I saw that drop, first sign of reversal, which is a doji right here at the higher time frame. You have first 15, so another 15, so that will be at first hour into the trade. I saw this potential for a reversal. Lower time frame was my entry. So Let me just delete some of the levels here so it's clear. All right, so low of the day is 174. Created that wick. Look at this one. It was an inside bar based from this previous candlestick. You have a very strong looking doji here, signs of indecision, and you have your hammer here. So as soon as there's a pullback, my stop loss here is the low of the day. I re-entered long, added to my position, added. Now with this add, I did not get the pop. So what I did was I took some, let's see here, this one, almost a break-even trade. Break-even trade with this. So lower time frame, it's going to be easier for us to see. All right, so you have, I was building a position. So long, there was a drop, I just exit out. Now, I exited out there, but the move is still there. I saw SPY hovering above the VWAP, so I re-entered long. So that's the thing about getting, you look at your tape, you look at your level 2. If it does not support your thesis, then just go out. Commission is cheap. You can always re-enter. So I re-entered here for a long, and I was able to capture all the way up here. So that one was around 175.4 all the way to 176.4. So a dollar move. So a break even here first, but a dollar move there, and I got 446. So that's the NVIDIA or AMD trade, NVIDIA trade. NVIDIA trade also looking like an AMD trade. It is a chip, microchip stock. And what I saw was a big drop, 129 all the way to 124, $5 move, just like AMD. What I saw with the 5 minutes was first sign of reversal, was a hammer, although this is not the best because it's a white hammer or red hammer, I mean. So at the first sign of pushed higher, I went long. So stop loss here is the low of the day, which is this wick. Entered long, added to my position. So with that initial entry, 125.05, was able to capture 125.96, so 90 cents move, and was partialing until 126.67. 126.67, so that's more than $1.50. So with that move, NVIDIA, just because it's a high price stock, I only got 431, but nevertheless, it still is a green trade. Next one is BAC. BAC was the most effortless trade because it was such a clean move, although it stopped me out. But what I saw with BAC is daily is not the all-time high, but it had moved from 42.26 to 44.25. That's a big candlestick compared from all the daily candlestick that BAC had. I believe they have earnings, but I am a day trader. I use technical levels. So when I saw that, okay, 15 minutes candlestick had been very strong, moving from 42.19 all the way to 44.24. First sign of reversal, inverted hammer, and it's a textbook setup. So you have at least 5 strong candlestick, although this one is not as strong, but imagine if those who entered at 42.13, they would like to get some profit as well. So that could be some profit takers. But when I saw this one, it is a textbook setup. I will take that any time of the day. So high of the day, 44.24. Entry is below the body of this candlestick, which is a little over 44. And stop loss is at 44.24. So I'm just risking around 20 cents to make that move. So entered short, added to my position, and then at the drop, it's still dropping. So I could have stayed there, but it stopped me out. So at the lower time frame, the 5 minutes, at the first sign of reversal, which is this white candlestick, look at the surge of volume, 2.7 million. I got stopped out before it did a bigger move. So this one around 43.85, and now it's 43, went all the way to 43.70. So, leaving 15 cents in the table. Uh, that's just part of trading. You cannot get everything, but as long as you capture the major moves, then you should be fine. So with that BAC 305, I did get to just lower my share size. When we are in that range bound kind of day where SPY is in range bound. Okay, SPY there is range bound. Give me 1 second. Let me just double check, make sure that all right, when we are range bound by the way that SPY is doing, which is inside this previous candlestick, then I lower down my share size. So I lowered down my share size today, and with that, ending the day with 1500. So today at 3, I'm not going to be trading the close or that 2 p.m. just because I do have some appointment at 3:30. So 30 minutes is not going to be enough to capture those moves, but even lowering that share size, we were able to manage 4 out of 4 green trades, so 100% accuracy today, and we'll call it a day. So with that, I have, what time is it? All right, 5 minutes. So with that, I hope you guys had a green trading day, and for those of you who are asking on where to begin on how to day trade for a living, please feel free to check our website out. In that website, we have our syllabus, our day trading strategies that you can download for free, as well as we are dabbing into real estate now. So a very good move if you want to diversify your portfolio. Day trading is where you get those profits. So it's a money generating machine. Once you get those profits, you want to invest it in something very tangible and very secure. And that's the reason why I'm also investing in real estate. And this is investing time as well in learning this, which it's a very good book. So I recommend to read that book, and check our website out. So day trading gives you lots of options, most especially if you don't want to be tied up with an 8 to 5 job. It gives you the flexibility, it gives you the lifestyle, and that's why I'm able to dive into real estate as well, invest in rental properties, which is, you just have to hustle now so you can have an early retirement rather than hassle later on when your 60s or 70s, because at that time you just want to be traveling, or even at 40s you just want to travel. So with that, I hope you guys had a green trading day. We'll call it a day, and we'll do this again next week. So thank you so much for watching, and ciao.